Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I'm so honored to be connecting in with you here in January. And January is such a great time of the year to be looking at where are you at as you are looking forward at 2019. Are you excited? Are you leaning into everything that is here for you? Or is there maybe a little bit of fear, some stretching that might be going on as you look ahead at all that you are wanting to bring forward, but it may be stretching you a bit? Today, we have an amazing lineup of experts that can help you take a breath, release some of those fears, so that you're able to lean in to really bring forward all that matters to you, and to speak up, to step up, and to bring forward on purpose all that is needed, all that you're wanting to bring forward in 2019 and beyond. So I want you to feel that support coming alongside you. Know that we are here with you, and we are truly honored to be on the journey with you, because I have discovered life is not a solo journey. When we can remember to lean in, allow support to come alongside us, the journey is more joyful, and we're able to go further. We're able to be more effective. It can become less fearful, more joyful, and we're able to share more of who we are with those around us. Oh, welcome, welcome. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you joining us today. And in order to get the most out of our time together, I always like to start our time off taking a breath. We can get so busy running from activity to activity that it is important we remember to stop, pause, breathe, and receive, so that we're fully present and actually able to tap into everything that is here for you. Because I know the very nature of you tuning in today means there is something here for you. So welcome. Open your ears to hear, your hearts to receive, and lean into a beautiful time of connection, support, inspiration, insight, and growth. For those of you who are driving, please keep your ears inwardly tuning in, but eyes open. We want you safe, both hands on the wheel, no texting and driving. Those of you who are able to, though, inwardly tune in. Take a deep breath. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing all of you in. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. Take a breath. You're absolutely safe. And in this space, as we're looking at releasing fear, stepping powerfully into 2019 and beyond, what is it that you need most? What is it that you need today that will encourage you, empower you, uplift you, that you are willing to receive, because you absolutely have choice? So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? Receive that information. Beautiful. Great. Come back into the room fully present, eyes open. Another deep breath. This kind of breathing helps bring us present, lowers our cortisol and stress levels, brings oxygen to every cell in our body so we can actually be present and receive everything that is here for you. So welcome. Take a moment to write down what was laid on your heart that you need and are willing to receive. So easy to get distracted, to forget, to not have it top of mind. Take a moment to stop, pause, write that down so we can keep it top of mind and actively be on the lookout. In fact, be on the lookout to receive that need in an unexpected way. Be surprised at how that very need can be met. Be looking with great excitement and anticipation during our time together today and throughout the day for that need being met. Let's take a breath, lift all of these respective needs up. Wonderful. Right. And I'm going to go around our virtual room here. We have 3 amazing guests that are supporting us today, and we're just going to take a moment, 10, 15, 20 seconds, something that was laid on your heart when we took a moment to stop, pause, and breathe, and listen. Nadia, I would love to know what was laid on your heart.
Personally, for me, I've done this incredible journey in my enterprise for 10 years, and I would say it has been a very lonely road, and that is, it's like this year I know it's time to receive, and it means receiving support as well as receiving the rewards. Like when it's harvest time, it's time to collect the apple from the apple tree. So this is what's happening right now at the same time. So I'm grateful to be in that place right now.
Beautiful. I love that. Being willing to have that support and receive it and collect those apples. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Judith? Absolutely. Judith, what was laid on your heart?
Well, I'm sat here peeing myself laughing because support was what came to me. So there we go. Clearly it is the year to accept support and, most importantly, to ask. Ask for help and receive the support. But yeah, I was laughing when Nadia said support because it is exactly what I received too. So there we go.
I love that. I love that. Beautiful. Asking and receiving support. Beautiful. Because we have that choice. Wonderful. Thank you. And Joyce, how about you?
Yes, the message I got for myself is more just to remind myself to really spend more time tuning into my intuitive self, my intuitive heart, because I tend to be a head person and do a lot more cognitive thinking, but just to take time every day just to step into that place of the heart and just really tune into what's being spoken to me and guiding and directing me.
Beautiful. That tuning into self and the heart, too. I love that. Wonderful. Thank you. Listeners, how about you? When we take this moment to stop, pause, and listen, what was being laid on your heart and on your spirit? We're getting ready to go to our first commercial break, and as we do that, I invite you to take a moment to stop, pause, and listen. Resist the urge to go create to-do lists and cross things off, but really be present and process what's being shared with you on a cellular level. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversation and really dig into some powerful insights and information to support us on our journey. We'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you took an opportunity to stop, pause, listen, and integrate. And there's something magical about those pauses. When we remember to do that, stop, pause, and listen, it gives us the ability to integrate things into our cellular levels. They can actually become part of us rather than being added to the to-do list. So I'm going to invite you throughout the show, every time we have those 2-minute moments, that you give yourself that gift of processing and integrating real time so that what will serve you becomes part of you, and you can bring that forward in 2019 and beyond, and that will help you move forward faster and more powerfully as it becomes part of you. So welcome back. Welcome to the conversation. We've been talking about releasing your fears, stepping forward powerfully in 2019 and beyond. How can we do that more fully? Our first guest expert, I'm very excited to introduce to you. You heard a little bit from her on the heart level. Her name is Nadia Fleury. She is a French-Canadian entrepreneur, life strategist, and chemist who founded Avesence. I'm going to have you pronounce that for me. Do you mind pronouncing so we make sure we get it right?
Avesence.
Avesence, thank you, a skincare line, and she is absolutely passionate about you being able to bring your true beauty that's within to the outside world. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing and powerful Nadia Fleury to the show. Welcome!
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thrilled to have you here today. And I appreciated your heart share that you shared with us earlier today, and the transparency that everybody shared with us, that willingness to step into support. And I think to receive that support. And I think as people learn a little bit more about you, they're going to understand your powerful journey. So do you mind sharing a little bit about why the work that you do about helping bring that inner beauty out is personally so important to you?
Well, it's actually started with my own personal challenge and being a chemist. As I was not finding any solution in the store, I just thought, well, why don't I create it? I never thought that in doing that, it would bring me on my own journey, my own quest to figure myself out. And I had to tap into my, my only rudder is faith and belief to make me going one step further. So it's more challenging than I expected, but yet I've done that because I love challenges.
Nice. So that actually was part of your motivation, was facing a challenge. That actually sounds like it motivated you. Do you mind sharing a little bit more about that? What keeps you motivated?
The challenge, I'm not sure how to go about it. The challenge for me was because I was struggling with oily skin. I realized that I spent my life hiding in the lab was the first place, and every time I would show up to an event or something, I just felt like I was so self-conscious, and there came a time where I realized that there's more to me in my life than just hiding, and I had to embrace that. I had to be willing to step up and do something about it, so that my life is not in a status quo loop, and that's what brought me to create my enterprise.
Thank you for sharing, and I just want listeners to take a moment and check in. Are you hiding, perhaps? Is there something maybe you're a little uncomfortable with or self-conscious that has to do with your skin, or something else that has put you into a place that you're holding back and hiding? And I think it's so inspiring that you, maybe the oily skin example, like that was something you're uncomfortable about, but instead of letting that stop you, it motivated you to find a solution and also look at where that might be reflecting in your life internally too, and where that can be shifted and changed. That's really powerful.
Thank you.
So, absolutely. So, on this journey, because there's the outer and the inner, it sounds like, and there's this connection. Do you mind sharing quickly a little bit about your skincare company and some of the work that you're doing now to help people step forward holistically?
The skincare journey, I had to learn from the ground up, from every aspect of the business, and started with formulation and chemistry. And I had this ability to think and connect dots in different ways. So I was looking at what was good for oily skin, like a mask. And I thought, what if I could create a leave-on mask so that I don't look like a ghost? And then I started adding more antioxidants into the mix. And so it was a progression of thinking things through, like, okay, if I have antioxidant is the holy grail of keeping your skin beautiful and youthful looking. And it's not just about one, it's about several of them. And so it was really important for me to build something from integrity, and also that it works. Like, because I was doing it for myself, it had to work. And that was so important. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that are more like to sell as in supposed to make it work. For me, it was, I was creating it for myself, right? But now the good thing is that after creating all that, it's like, okay, now it's time to share it, because I know that there are a lot of other people who are struggling with the same problem as I have.
Well, and I love this commitment to yourself, too, and willing to get it right. And there is something really beautiful and powerful about testing the waters first and doing it for yourself. And then once you find what works, bringing that forward. And I love that that's what you've done with your skincare company. And I love that that's in alignment with the work that you do to really support people in bringing their inner beauty out. Now, I'm thinking, as you've walked along your journey. Now, how long has this journey been with the creation of your company and bringing it forward? Is it 10 years? Is that right?
10 years since it started, but I started working full-time in 2012. So that's a good 6 years.
Yeah, and so what helps you stay focused? What helps you step forward? Because when it's your own company, your own organization, there can be a lot of freedom with that, but then there's a lot of discipline that needs to go with it and balance. What secrets have you discovered that you can share with our listeners around that?
What keeps me focused is my quest now is really to be in what I call financial freedom, as in I realize that the more the wealthier I can be, the more I can help other people.
Yes.
It's about sharing my light out there. It's about sharing and connecting so that more people can be more successful, either through the skincare or or whatever they do in their life that makes it easier. So being mindful that it's not just about me, it's about others. I have my big whys. I'm really close. I think a lot about my friends who are still in their business and still struggling. And so there's a mix between the skincare per se and helping especially single women with children that are struggling financially. So that there's two things going on there.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. We're getting ready to go to our next commercial break. I know the time goes so quickly, but you have given us some really great things to be thinking about. What is on the outside that can give us great reflection on what's going on the inside too, and how can we not stay stuck, but move forward, and really tapping into our whys can keep us motivated and focused, and bringing in more wealth helps us shine more and serve more. So just really beautiful insights and shares. Thank you so much for joining us today. And listeners, as we get ready to go to our next commercial break, remember, these 2 minutes are just for you. Take a moment to stop, pause, and integrate what's been spoken into your heart and spirit. And we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation. Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that break, a moment to stop, pause, and listen. And my tech team notified me that we're actually having a little bit less than 2 minutes per break, so I believe it's a little bit over a minute, but that's still time to stop, pause, listen, breathe, and integrate. So I encourage you to use those moments as we have them throughout the show. Welcome back. Glad to have you joining us today. And I wanted to take a moment and thank one of our amazing sponsors. And sponsors are organizations and individuals that are leaning in to you. They believe in the work that we're doing on the show and are helping make it possible so that we can continue to walk beside you. So I encourage you to take a moment and listen and learn a little bit about this amazing organization and the work that they do, because believe me, they believe in you. The organization is called Care Of, and they are a monthly subscription service that delivers completely personalized vitamins and supplement packs right to your door. And I personally have had the honor of utilizing this amazing service. And I just wanted to share a little bit about my experience with them. And I've been taking supplements and vitamins for years, and I love their unique and powerful approach that they take on their website. One, it's user-friendly. They have a fun quiz that you take that's personalized depending on your experience level with vitamins and supplements. And as you answer the questions, it takes just about 5 minutes. They help develop a personalized supplement and vitamin program just for you. And it's scientifically based on what will serve and support you powerfully. Easy, convenient. They ship them right to your door. And when I opened the package, there was a beautiful note personalized to me, and that made me feel really special. I appreciated that personal touch. And every packet, as I open it, has a message for the day, a question to ask, a thought to reflect on. So not only do I feel like they're giving me great supplements and vitamins that are supporting my body, but they also are meeting me on a heart and spiritual level that I appreciate having that well-rounded support. So very honored to have them as one of our amazing sponsors, and I wanted to let you know how you can learn more about them. You go to takecareof.com. Again, that's takecareof.com. And in honor of the new year, they are giving us a 50% discount off your first month's order. Isn't that generous? So here's the code, though. You want to make sure you write the code down. You type in Empowering Women 50. Empowering Women 50, going again to takecareof.com, Empowering Women 50, and that will get you 50% off that first month's order. How generous is that? So thank you, Kara, for supporting all of us and leaning into the work that we do, and appreciate each of you taking a moment to listen and write down that site. I encourage you to get to know them. We are coming back from our commercial break, continuing our conversation about how to release our fears and step powerfully into 2019 and beyond. And we're continuing our conversation with our next amazing expert, Joyce Stewart. And you got to hear a little bit about her in the beginning as she was talking about touching more into that intuitive part of herself and listening. Let me share a little bit of her background. So Joyce Stewart is a clinical social worker, speaker, and author, founder of Holistic Healing Consulting, and is passionate about helping people heal from abuse, trauma, fear, anxiety, and stress. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Joyce Stewart to the show. Welcome!
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to it.
Thrilled to have you here today. Welcome. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about why this work of helping people in this way is personally so important to you.
Well, it's important to me because I was trained as a traditional psychotherapist, and basically you're trained to either give people medications or coping skills. But I really believe in a God that heals, so I kind of took myself on my own journey into the whole field of alternative healing because I really want to find out what heals people of fear and anxiety and trauma and abuse. And that's when I discovered energy-based healing. And so as I began to use these energy-based treatments with my clients, I actually see people get healed. So for me, what's exciting is to find what I call a cure for these people and to be able to take them through the process where they come in feeling very stuck, very angry, very depressed, anxious, whatever it is, and then take the process of coming to the other side where they're feeling more loving, more joyful, enjoying their life again, and the trauma of the past is no longer affecting their life again. So I just enjoy taking people on that journey.
Yeah, how powerful. Do you mind, just for those of us who may not be familiar with that term, energy-based healing, do you mind explaining a little bit about what you mean when you say that?
Yeah, basically what I mean by that is that at our core being, we're all energy. We're all spirit beings who just happen to be living in this physical body. But our core self is eternal spiritual being. And so energy is vibrational frequencies. So your organs, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, everything is the core levels vibrating vibrational frequencies of energy. And so the energy healing, we can go in and we can actually release and pull out the dense, heavy energy that's no longer serving and replace it with more light, loving energy of love and joy and the peace, the things you actually want to feel in your life.
Beautiful. And that I can just feel energetically the difference as you share that, how wonderful that feels versus the other. Thank you for giving us that expansion and that explanation.
Yeah. And the other thing about it is just that, traditional psychotherapy, you have to talk through all of the trauma. You have to relive, feel it. And it's very, very painful, which is why so many people don't go to counseling. With energy-based healing, all I need to know is the basic information, and I can go in and remove all this stuff so you're feeling better. So it's a much easier process for people to go through to get healed.
Thank you for sharing that, because you're right. So often people resist because they don't want to relive all the trauma and to be able to get that support. So I appreciate you sharing that. I think that is really important that we know that is available, that is possible. We don't have to relive, feel re-injured going through past traumas. Now, can you share a little bit about how we might be able to identify fear that may be holding us back and what we can do to perhaps release some of that?
Yeah, I think the first step is just to be willing to look for the fears in your life, because many times the fears are hidden or we normalize them. We do things in our life that are coming from a fear base. It's like we're motivated by fears while we're doing them, but we're not aware of that because everybody else is living the same way. And so we justify the fears we have. We justify the anxieties. We justify the worry. So it's really being honest with yourself. Okay, what are the fears that are motivating my life? What are the fears that are keeping me stuck in life? What are the anxieties that are preventing me from moving forward in whatever aspect of life I want to move forward? And then once you've identified them, being willing to kind of sit with them and say, okay, where did these come from? And they're usually your beliefs and thoughts and feelings we have from our childhood and different things that happen to us that are stuck in our subconscious mind and are continuing to control our present life. So identify where they came from. And once you know where they came from, then we can go in and we can release them and let them go and replace them with what you do want to think and believe and feel about your life situation.
Nice. So, and that's helpful because sometimes we just feel this fear and we shut down, we shy away. But it sounds like if we can start to identify, get some clarity of where we're being stuck or being held back, then we can get support, have a plan to go through it. Is that a fair way to state that?
Because we've been taught to be afraid of fear. When we feel that feeling of fear, we're taught to pull back, run away, don't talk to it, but to reframe fear. Fear is a teacher. That's all it is. It's a teacher that's coming forward to show you an area of your life that you need healing, that you need some help in. And so not to be afraid of the fear. It can be a very intense feeling within our body, the way it expresses itself, so we tend to, run away from it. Yeah. But just allow yourself to begin to see it as a teacher, to see fear as being a positive thing in your life and not something that you have to run away with.
Beautiful. I love that fear as a teacher. What a beautiful reminder to lean in instead of run away from. Really, really powerful. And I'd love to have you touch on, as our time is going so quickly here, I'd love for you to touch on a way that we can create purpose powerfully as we're looking at moving forward into 2019 and beyond. I'd love for you to share a little bit about that. And I know you look at purpose, we can create it from the past, we can create it from the future. Which one's more powerful, and what's a quick way we might be able to tap into some of that?
Well, creating it from the future is much more powerful because when we create our purpose from the past, we're really just kind of reliving the past and making some minor adjustments to it. When we create it from the future, we're looking at what do I really want to do? Who do I really want to be? How do I really want to positively impact the world? What is that going to look like? What is that going to feel like? What is that experience going to be like? So you really begin to visualize it and feel it and make some intentions and connect with God's source, spirit, whatever terminology you want to use, so that spirit can align with your vision. And the two of you, it's this alignment that you have when your vision is aligned with spirit's vision for you. It's very, very powerful in creating your future. So I believe we all came down to the planet already knowing what we're supposed to do, but it gets hidden under all the junk and the experience trauma of life. And it's like, how do I remember why I'm here, what my purpose is? And as you begin to remember it, it begins to come forward, and then you know what you're supposed to do. So for myself, ultimately, I think love is the purpose we're all here for. We're here to become life, to show life, to be love.
Wonderful.
And so what does that look like in each one of us is going to be very differently, how love is expressed. But love is who we are and why we're here.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And I'm just going to hit on a couple of those key points. You shared so many valuable tips there. So how much more powerful it is to build purpose from the future than the past. and to really allow yourself to do that and to tap into love and really tap into what you're wanting to bring forward and that support that you bring in to help you bring those things forward. Really powerful. I want to thank you so much for joining us today and sharing. It's been great.
You're welcome.
Listeners, as we get ready to go to our next break here, I encourage you to take a moment to stop, pause, and listen. What's being spoken into your heart and spirit? What is it as you're looking ahead that you want to purposely bring forward in 2019 and beyond? We'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that break, that you took a moment to stop, process, and integrate. So valuable to remember to take those moments in our life. And this is something you can bring into your life going forward as well, not just during our show, those moments of stop, pausing, breathing, and integrating. Well, I wanted to take a moment. We have another amazing sponsor I wanted to give a shout out to and let you know about them. And this is a group that when I got married, which was 10 years ago, I wish I would have known about them. So let me share a little bit about this amazing group with you, this amazing organization. Their name is Zola, Z-O-L-A. And what they have created is the easiest way to plan your wedding and registry. Now, as when you're a bride and you're trying to organize those things, there's nothing better than something that can be easy during that time. So they are a wedding company that will help you create a powerful registry, help you manage your wedding online with great ease. And they do all of their work. I love their phrase. They do it all in service of love. They have reinvented the wedding planning and registry experience. So let me just share a little bit about them. They're helping take the stress out of wedding planning, wonderful, with this free wedding website where you can manage your guest list, you can manage registries, dates, invitations, save the dates, all of those powerful tools, easy to use. I had the opportunity to click around on it and experience some of their powerful tools. You get to start with a free wedding website, which is fabulous, and it only takes a couple minutes to set up, and then build your dream registry. So they have the widest selection of gifts at all different price levels. Guests can take advantage of free shipping, and the wonderful tools go on, and resources that they bring to you to create great ease for that couple as they are getting ready to get married. So let me share a little bit about where you can learn more about this group, and that they are leaning in to helping you have ease and stress-free wedding planning processes and events. So it's just beautiful. You go to zola.com/empoweringwomen. You can set up your free website, and if you enter this code, so you want to make sure you write this down, so zola.com/empoweringwomen, and Zola is ZOLA, Z as in zebra, OLA.com, Empowering Women, and that will give you $50 off your registry. What a generous gift. I just love the ease of their use. I wish I had known about them years ago when I was leaning in and doing all of that planning and managing all of those pieces. So I love what they're bringing to the world. Those of you who are starting the new year, and as you're looking ahead, a wedding is on the list for 2019 and beyond, make sure to check them out and let them support you powerfully. So Zola, we appreciate you leaning into the work that we're doing and helping empower women and transform lives around the world. Now, we are coming back to the conversation of talking with our amazing experts as they share with us how to release our fears, speak up, and step up. And this next amazing expert has a lot to share with us about that speaking up part and speaking fully. Let me introduce her to you. Her name is Judith Quin. She is an international speaker and author, and the creator of Your Whole Voice. She has experience as a professional actress and coach working with voice vibrational energy, and is absolutely passionate about helping people reconnect to all of who they are so they can speak with more confidence and clarity. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Judith Quin to the show. Welcome!
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I am thrilled to have you here today. And I would love for you to share a little bit about why this work of helping people tap into the whole range of their voice and who they are is personally so important to you.
Well, the biggest reason, I suppose, is because I know the difference it's made in my life on a personal level very much, but also because I think I've always been one of those people who has been outspoken. I've never held back from speaking up, from speaking out, from sharing my voice. But I've seen so many people around me who don't, and it just frustrates me because half the time when people don't speak up, when people don't share their voice, then either if there's a challenge or something going on, they just keep on suffering pointlessly because if you don't speak up, people don't know there's a problem. Mm-hmm. Or if they're not shining their light and speaking about who they are and what they do and how what they do helps other people, then they're not going to reach those other people and be able to help them. So for me, it's that thing of really being connected to what's more important than the situation you're in at the moment, or what's more important than what you're afraid that other people might think of you.
Mm. Well, and I'm hearing as you're sharing, there's this connection between not only for ourselves being able to fully express who we are just from a how that serves ourselves as people and being fully to share everything that we are, but also there is an impact on all of this around us that we're not sharing our gifts and all that we can with them. And so in a way, the world's missing out too, that those are connected. And yeah. I can hear your, you get frustrated when they're not shining, when they're not fully showing up, because you see how it's a bigger picture than just that person, though that person is so important in it. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, I love that. One of the things we talk about a lot on our show, excuse me, my voice, on our show is about shining, showing up, sharing our gifts. And so I just echo and resonate so much with what you're sharing with us right now. So thank you. I appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure.
Can you share just a little bit of what you mean, so we're all on the same page, when you share power of your full voice? What does that mean?
So it's on different levels. So your whole voice isn't just what you say, and it's not just your physical voice, but that is a part of it. So it's being connected to the whole of your voice. Most people, I'm going to do it, it's really difficult for me these days, but so I'm sure you can hear the difference in the tone in my voice now. And this is where most people speak from. Most people speak just from a little space in their head. And actually, when you're connected to the whole of your voice comes from your body. And so you have more richness, more tone, more emotion, more connection available to you. And but much like Joyce was saying, actually, because we hold our emotions of the past on a cellular level in our body, our bodies and brains have an ability to shut that off, so the voice gets trapped just in the head.
Yes.
Also, your whole voice is being really connected to your thoughts, your ideas, your opinions, what you believe in. So having a voice could be going on a protest. It might be the way you express yourself in an email. So it's very much your whole means of expression, but also that what you believe in. And again, as Joyce said, that deepest truth. So all there is love, and we are energy. So it's what is the vibration? Your voice is vibration physically. So what is the vibration and energy you want to go into the room with? Because what you put out is what others receive and react and respond to.
Yes. And I can feel energy as you're talking. I mean, as it's emanating out from you. So just so you know, I'm feeling it all the way over here. I'm feeling
all the way across the pond and a whole continent, from snowy London to sunny California.
Exactly, but I feel it. I can feel the warmth, the depth, the resonance of it, and that was a great example that you gave us about speaking from part of you versus all of you. Thank you. Listeners, I hope you can feel that too as you're tapping in and connecting, and I think it's a great question to ask. Are you speaking from all of you or part of you? And I'd love for you to share, because I know you have experience. We talked about shining, sharing gifts, and how important that is that people share all of who they are. Where do you find speakers tend to hold back? And we're all speakers. I mean, just to make sure everyone understands, every day we have opportunities to speak and share one way or another. So as we're talking about speakers, I'm including everyone, because we all are speakers in our life, sharing and communicating. And I would love for you to say, where do you see us give away some of our power when we're speaking?
So the most challenging places, actually, I find are very much in work. So people are afraid to share what they feel or what they think. This happens particularly with people who are conscientious and thoughtful and who care about their business. Often people in management positions, so they know their job involves some stress level, but they just keep on taking on more, and they don't say that there's a problem. So it's that vulnerability piece is why people don't share their whole voice, because it's like, what will people think of me if I say I can't cope? What will people think of me if I say I need help with this? What will people think of me if I actually show that I'm not always a nice person? Or what will people think of me if I share something that they may judge negatively? So that's when people don't use their whole voice, because they're afraid of what other people might think. And there's often a piece around wanting everyone to like you. So in wanting to be liked, then often people shut off a lot of who they are and become quite neutral or vanilla in the way they approach stuff, as opposed to just saying, what the hell, I'm going to be me, and those people who like me will actually support and help me shine even brighter.
Yes.
But that's a fearful thing, because it means some people might not like me.
Correct. And as we're looking at this, because I think there's a lot of people who face that, and listeners that we care and we're wanting to move things forward, that sort of thing, but hesitate a little bit about bringing all of ourselves forward, which holds back some of our power, as you've been sharing. And we are getting close to the close of the show, so I was hoping you'd be able to give us a tip or a piece of advice in about 30 seconds, 60 seconds, that can help us step a little bit more back into our power.
Yep. So I would say breathe, take time, connect to your deepest truth. So the thing that's for me, my deepest truth is all there is love. And your higher purpose for the situation. So what is it that you want as a result of that situation? So for example, I don't know, someone gives you the opportunity to do something and you're holding back because you're afraid, then you'll never get the chance to share it. And it's the same with your voice. So, you know, for example, I know I've got a friend who's invited me out to Los Angeles to speak in April. And I could put a million reasons to not go out there, because I'd be afraid I'm putting myself out on a bigger stage and what if people don't want to hear me? But actually, when you show up as all of who you are, you're a whole person, and you give so much more for people to see. And remember that everyone likes a little bit of something different.
Yes. We don't want to polish all our texture away. We want to bring all of who we are. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And I'm excited you're going to be in California then, it sounds like, in April. So that's fabulous.
Terrifying, but brilliant, yes.
Love it. Love it. Welcome. And we are bringing our time together to a close. It has just been a joy and a privilege to have each of you on the show today, sharing from your heart, your wisdom, your expertise. I want to thank you for pouring into us, helping us release our fears and speak up more fully and step forward in purposeful and meaningful ways in 2019 and beyond. Listeners, thank you for being part of the journey. I hope you take a couple moments at the end of the show here to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate. I encourage you to check out our amazing sponsors, Care of and Zola, who have leaned into the work we're doing and helped make this show possible. And each of you as listeners, you're the reason we're here. And I want to celebrate you. I hope that you have an amazing 2019. And thank you for being you. And remember, wherever you go, whatever you do, be willing to share a little bit more of you. Be willing to bloom where you are planted and shine. I look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.